I'm just gonna... Yep, mine's already on, I just have it muted.
Three, two, one.
Booyakasha! We live! Are we live? We live? We live. We're live.
We are live.
We are live. Hello, hallelujah. Welcome. Welcome. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Thank you for coming to our Team Red Talks Nintendo today. I will be your host, the Struggle Game Her. Kuuppon Stives. Isn't that fun? Just as a heads up, I have to throw a disclaimer out there. I have baby Struggles with me, so she might make some noise in the background, have some little input to give. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get into things. But before we do that, yes, and there she goes right now. But before we do that, I just want to introduce our panel here today. So we will start with Miss Leah. Go ahead, introduce yourself, what you've been gaming on, what's going on in your world.
What is up, everybody? It is your girl, Nia, the video game her. And to those of you guys who have been following my streams, you know I've been going hard body on Dauntless still going hard on Dauntless. But yesterday, me and Alex did have an opportunity to play some Splatoon 2 Salmon Run. So that was pretty lit. You guys should go back and watch the stream because we actually had a really good discussion last night. We also were joined by Keith Norris. Shout out to Keith Norris from the Live and Level Gamers podcast. And we just had a good time, man. So yesterday, you know, we didn't get to do Team Red.
That was my fault.
So no, it's all good.
It was my fault. I had to postpone it.
Yeah. So we decided to do the game instead. So that's what's up. So we still had a discussion still.
This child is trying to nosedive off the freaking couch again. Anyway, next we have Active Sin Gaming. Go ahead, introduce yourself, what you've been playing on, what you're doing.
What's going on, everyone? Active Sin here. Been playing some Nier Automata, some Splatoon. That's about it. Right now I'm playing some DMC while we're doing this podcast, so yeah, it should be a good show.
Illegally shoot.
Alrighty then. There, sit. Okay. Alright, so we're all good. Everything's ready. Let us begin. So our first topic of the day is going to be about an interesting little indie game called Lightfall, which is confirmed for the Nintendo Switch.
What are you talking about? Who's on me?
Launching alongside other major platforms March 2018, a visual striking title called Lightfall has been confirmed for Nintendo Switch. Bishop Games is the studio behind it, and the game will be made available to download for the eShop. You can check out some gorgeous footage of Lightfall. They have like a trailer out, so definitely give a look at that. It's an interesting looking game, quite frankly. I took a look at it earlier, and I love it. It's really pretty. It reminds me a little bit of what's that one game?
I'm looking at the trailer right now.
That one game where the little boy is dark and kind of
Nepalambra.
That one too, and then there's another one that was on like I think it was on Xbox or something. I think.
Freak Inside.
That one too, yeah. And there was another one.
Get your
It was also
filthy fucking
Limbo.
claw off my
Limbo.
trailer.
So yeah, it reminds me of those games, which has like a pretty fairly aesthetic look to it and art style and stuff. So it will be here soon enough, so be on the lookout for that. So it says down here, control the shadow core and use it the way you see fit to face the challenges of the game. You can spawn this magical box beneath your feet to propel yourself into the air and move across the land at your own pace. With the shadow core, you become the master of your surroundings and create your own path. So that is what, if you get a chance, check out the video. It's definitely worth your time, and it's interesting, a damn interesting game, quite frankly, because I'm going to definitely check that out. So, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next topic, which seems like Nintendo Switch version of Final Fantasy 15 under investigation, Square Enix says. So apparently they are working to see if they can make it work on the Switch. let's see what they have to say. So, speaking to Eurogamer, Final Fantasy 15 director Hajime Tabata said his team was running tests into whether a Switch port would be feasible. We're actually doing very specific technical investigations into what's possible at the moment, Tabata said. We've completed those tests and have worked out where the ground lies. We're currently in the middle of the discussion and debate about what we should be doing and how to realize that on the Switch. And while the Switch may not be as powerful as PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, that doesn't necessarily preclude it from receiving a port of Final Fantasy 15. One thing we value is to optimize the way the game plays and the experience for the individual hardware it's on, rather than a one-size-fits-all approach, Tabata says. We can't currently announce anything. We haven't come to a full decision on the best way to do it yet. We're having very open, frank discussions with Nintendo at the moment about what they think is the best thing to do. So that is pretty awesome, and they do kind of allude to the fact that you know, we have Doom and Wolfenstein, got LA Noire and other games coming to the Switch, so it's obvious that it can be played. It's just they have to figure out what's the best way to optimize the game for the Switch, and so it'll be enjoyable for us, and we don't have any issues as far as like if the game, you know, it's gonna be working or not. So I kind of like the fact that they're actually looking into it, working on it, figuring it out. So hey, do what you gotta do, Square Enix. I'll get it if you can make it happen. If not, at least you tried. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. So it's obvious the Switch can handle, you know, third-party AAA titles and stuff. So we don't have that argument no more. People still argue about it, but we don't. But we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead, round table. What do you guys think about this topic? Is there anything you want to add to it per se? Are you interested in maybe Final Fantasy 15 coming in the Switch?
I'm not gonna lie. When Final Fantasy 15 comes out on the PC, that's probably why I'm gonna skip it. But if it's a good enough game, I probably will double dip and get it for the Switch as well. One of the things that really concerned me when I heard this news is that how they were figuring out ways to, I guess, what do you call it? They were trying to, I guess, transfer the game to Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
So that's really my only concern, is like just how transferable, you know, it is for them to do that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if that's something that they're looking into, I really hope that it works out for them. I really do think that the Nintendo community would really buy into Final Fantasy. I mean, the Nintendo community pretty much has been buying all the spin-off games, even though, you know, we haven't really been getting the mainline Final Fantasy games. We still have been getting like the what was that one on the Wii, and then there was another one on the DS, the 3DS, something like that.
Crystal Chronicles.
There you go. Yeah, that
right, that one, and it's the same case with Kingdom Hearts. Like,
yeah, it's like, why isn't it here?
In Square Enix games, we've been buying the Square Enix
brand
spin-offs. We just haven't been getting the main game. So if we've been buying the spin-offs, I really do think that there's honestly a demand for the mainline game. So I think if they did bring over Final Fantasy 15, it would be smart, and hopefully they find
definitely
to make that happen. So
we shall see. What's your thoughts, Alex?
Yeah, it's cool. Like Final Fantasy, it's been a big part of Nintendo for a long time, so they've kind of fell off for a few years, and we just got spin-off games. But if they get the full Final Fantasy 15 game running on the Switch, like, that would be great.
That's
and
nice.
I guess it can't run on whatever engine they use, so they might have to find a way to port it to Unreal Engine 4, which is fine. That's a good engine. We all know it runs well on the Switch. So we'll see. I think it will happen. I think they just don't want to make any promises yet.
Right.
Just in case.
Smart on their part.
But like, I don't see it being a problem, to be honest. So I would imagine it will come at some point. Most likely, obviously 2018. But
yeah, because they got a lot of things going on now.
And they can also use that as practice to get Kingdom Hearts 3 and FF7 Remake.
Yes.
I believe those already run on Unreal Engine.
Right.
So that's good. You can, if let's put it this way, if we do get Final Fantasy 15, it's a lock for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Remake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's almost a guarantee. Almost.
Yeah.
Like you can almost expect to see those. So I would love to see a Kingdom Hearts 3.
Now, for me, being excited for it, like, I can't lie, I don't care. Like, it's not for me. If I wanted to play it, I would have played it on PlayStation by now.
Yeah, definitely.
The only place I would consider playing it at this point would be the PC version, I guess, just because it would be 60 frames per second and it would look really nice too. But I'm not really super excited for Final Fantasy 15 regardless, but hopefully it does come to the Switch, because that would be a really good game for the Switch.
Yeah.
The audience is already familiar with Final Fantasy,
Right.
so like, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I agree.
Yeah. I feel
I
the
agree
same
with
way.
that.
I'm not too excited about 15, but like to bring it over, definitely not gonna knock it. Definitely bring it over if you can.
The more games,
And
the
you
better.
know, yeah, I'm never gonna say no to more games. But yeah, I'm not excited for it. It is what it is. But hey, if they bring that over, we could get some Kingdom Hearts 3 and other things. Great.
And that's a big game too. Like, that's one of their
definitely.
largest games, so to have it on the Switch would be great.
Yeah.
Would definitely be. Okay. Well, enough on that topic. We will go ahead and move on to the next. Let me go ahead and pull these up real quick. All right, so, well, this is nothing. This is like no new news. This is like kind of like, well, you expected it to happen anyway. So Nintendo issues takedown for the Super Mario 64 Online mod videos. Did anybody think this was a surprise? Is anybody surprised by the fact that they would come and take their shit down?
Yeah, no.
I'm surprised that people still get surprised about this.
I'm surprised that people are surprised, yes.
That is the only thing that surprises me. So, last week, modders released a tool that enabled folks to play the classic game Super Mario 64 Online in massive multiplayer batches with up to 23 of their friends. Now, that is awesome and fairly impressive.
Yeah, that's obviously pretty cool.
I would have hired the guy if that's the case at this point. Hey, taking your shit down, but come with us. But anyway, to be clear, this was just a plugin that allowed folks who were already playing emulated ROMs of the game on a computer to roam together. Nevertheless, Nintendo caught wind and predictably served enough copyright takedown notices to pull the video's promoting the tool and the main modder Kaze's account offline. Emmanuel uploaded a new video to his YouTube channel explaining why the others have been stricken from the internet. Obviously. So apparently, there's the download is just an exe. They don't own the exe, so Nintendo is unable to actually take the file from the internet, so to speak.
Okay.
But they were able to just kind of shut down his project. So you could still get the stuff, but you can't do nothing with it really. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. So Nintendo apparently sent a second copyright infringement notification to the payment site, which chose to take down his account despite none of his donations coming in because of the Super Mario 64 Online project. So basically, his Patreon has also been shut down. He claims that it isn't for that, but he said that he has actually went about removing anything that infringes upon the copyright in hopes of returning his Patreon to other stuff that he gets, that people donate to him for. So I mean, obviously this is, I don't know. He's a modder, so modders do a lot of different projects. But that was one of the projects that he was receiving, money for. So he went to try and get rid of all that so he can get his Patreon back. But I mean, it's gone, so I don't know how they're gonna go about it. But for the most part, it's nothing new, nothing exciting. I mean, we're used to this by now. Seeing this, I just wish Nintendo would go about, maybe if they would do this, taking these people in and actually using them to make a better, like they could have made a Mario 64 online game kind of deal, like ROM emulator for the Switch or something, like any kind of things that they could do with a lot of these modders who are fairly freaking talented. I just think it's kind of a missed opportunity from Nintendo, but I understand why they do what they do, so it is what it is. But it's just kind of like, hey.
We all know what it is. They have to protect their IP. That's just,
definitely.
They're obviously going to do that.
Yeah.
That's why I get so confused why people are shocked when Nintendo does this. They've done it so many times.
They've done it so many times now. It's like half of us are not surprised by it, and the other half are just like, well, they should. I'm like, dude, calm down. This is nothing new. Why are we still having this argument?
Yeah, it's not anything new. It's happened several times. It's gonna continue to happen. It is what it is. Don't make illegal versions of their games.
at all. Like, not even a little bit. But, you know, that's what
I don't know. I don't generally feel bad because it's like if you want to make a game, like just make a game, you know? Like
Yeah.
just make a game. Like why do you have to take somebody else's IP and just make your
And of
own
all
game?
the IPs, Nintendo's on top of that. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not saying Nintendo's is the end all be all, but like, you know, they're coming for their stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
why
Like
would you pick?
sometimes, yeah. Like sometimes it sucks when they do things like this, but then they don't reach out to the people because
Right.
some of the people really do have really good ideas. Like the
Right.
AM, another Metroid 2 remake guy. Like he could have been somebody that they could have easily brought onto the team to help make the next Metroid.
Well, the Ori and the Blind Forest guys picked him up.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah,
he's a
wow.
talented guy, but at the same time, if you're using somebody else's IP, I mean,
Yeah.
it just
Yeah,
is what
it
it is.
is
You
what
gotta
it
you
is,
gotta
yeah.
take that. It just is what it is.
You gotta take that L, homie.
You
Yep,
have
that's
to take
right.
that.
she said you gotta take that L. Put that in your mouth. I don't know, but it shouldn't be no surprises. But you know, people are still surprised. Interestingly enough, so whatever. You know, copyright's copyright. I know. Yes.
Yeah, people will keep doing it, and they'll keep being confused on why they got shut down.
Right. Which makes no sense to
I
me.
had no idea this would happen. If you want to get picked up by a company, go remake a Sega game. They'll hire you.
Oh, that's right, though. They will
Yeah.
give you a job.
They will. They'll be like, oh, really? Maybe we get that Sonic Adventures 3 again. Anyway, let's...
Right.
Hold on. Give me a minute. Okay, so... Any more on that topic, or are we going to just move on because this ain't nothing new?
I think we can move on.
We can definitely move on. Alrighty. I have a baby in my arms, so pardon me. Move, get out of here. Okay, so our next topic is Nintendo's Tencent partnership could open doors to Switch in China. So how would you guys feel about Switches being in China and getting more revenue and all that good stuff? That's a big market.
That's a fucking game changer. That's 1 billion plus people.
Like,
and people in China like are mad crazy consumers. Like they consume stuff.
They love portables.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. So like this would be like.
That's why like their stocks are going crazy about this. Like if this actually goes through, that's a bigger market than North America, Europe, and Japan combined.
Combined, yeah, because China's market is crazy. So thanks to the new partnership, Nintendo will be bringing one of China's most popular games, Honor of Kings, to the Switch as Arena of Battle. The MOBA Honor of Kings is Tencent's most profitable game, making up for more than 50% of the company's smartphone revenue and
is gonna go? Like, where do you think this garbage is going?
is a tribute to the late Satoru Iwata. So apparently modders were checking out the I guess so. I'll just read this part right here. So a while back, we reported on the news that each and every Switch console has a hidden copy of the NES game Golf inside it, and now we're seeing evidence that would suggest its placement is a tribute to the late Nintendo president Satoru Iwata, who passed away in 2015. Wow, it's 2 years later.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
crazy.
it doesn't even feel like it. So Switch Brew has found a way of launching the game which requires the Joy-Cons to be detached in a hand gesture, not entirely similar to Iwata's famous direct signal to be performed. Doing this successfully plays a short voice sample of Iwata before launching the game. Before you all go rushing to your console to replicate the sequence, it should be noted that the Switch's date must be set to July 11th, the same date on which Iwata passed away. The catch here is that the Switch's time synchronization is handled server side. So if you've already connected your console to the internet, there is unfortunately no way of fooling it with a bogus date. It apparently needs to be on version 1.0.02. Unless you have a factory sealed console lying around somewhere, it's hard to test this out. Even so, we've seen people posting videos online showing the unlock process. Well, that sucks. I kind of wanted to do that just to see if it works.
You talking about that golf game? Like you want to unlock that on your
Yeah, I
Switch?
just wanted to see if I could unlock it. They're showing you how to do it. The golf game that's supposed to be the tribute to Iwata, they were explaining how you can unlock it, but since the dates are since you already uploaded your Switch to the internet, there's no way to really unlock it because it has to be set to a certain date and it has to have the
Is it like the day he died or something?
Yeah, it's the day he died, plus it has to, I know baby, and plus it has to be the version 1.0.0 on
the
upload.
old firmware?
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. But yeah.
That's pretty cool. Like, how does anyone even figure that out?
Yeah.
Modders are the life, though. They don't care. They just want to. They be going ham. I have to give them like a new form of like respect for that because
is it like a whole game or is it just like a small thing?
I think it's small. I think it's a very small file and it doesn't really play like a full-on game or anything. I don't know. But that's interesting. I just kind of wanted to try it, but since you can't, oh well, whatever. I'm not gonna waste my time on it. So how do you guys feel about the little Iwata tribute or whatnot?
It's real
cool.
cute.
Is it taking up any of that horrendous 32 gigabytes?
I'm sure it is. Probably on like a couple kilobytes.
Thanks, Iwata. Thanks for that.
It's probably only like 5 kilobytes or something.
Oh, I know. It's nothing big. I'm just messing.
I'm just curious why they hid
cool.
it and they didn't like tell people about it. It's a pretty
I
interesting
mean,
thing.
maybe because they knew people would actually.
They knew somebody was
going to find it, so they did
Yeah, I
it
guess.
anyway. You know how modders are. It's like we got to get in here. We got to get in here and see what's because they're trying to see all sorts of stuff like internet access. They found out that you can actually do voice chat on the system itself, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, fun times. Alrighty, so anybody want to play some Halo on the Switch? Yeah, no Halo.
No. No thanks.
Oh come on, Halo's on the Switch now. Halo Mashup Pack will be playable in Minecraft, Nintendo Switch Edition, following Better Together update. As many of you know, Mojang is currently cooking up a big Better Together update for Minecraft. The update will allow for some significant functionality, including cross-play, so that users on platforms like Switch and Xbox One can play together. Odd man out. We won't say nothing. Other features are also planned with Mojang, bringing the Bedrock engine to Switch and other systems. One interesting part of Better Together is that the Halo Mashup Pack will be playable on all platforms supporting the Bedrock engine. Since Switch is included, that means the DLC will be available on Nintendo's console. So, Aubrey Norris tweeted, "This is super cool. The Halo Mashup Pack and skins will be playable on all Bedrock engine platforms, not just Xbox. This neat news for sure, but don't expect the Super Mario mashup pack to hit other platforms. Nintendo will keep that one.
That's so funny.
That's funny. Like what?
That's
Like Nintendo was
legit
like, you're
funny.
not gonna put any Nintendo versions of things, but we can get your versions of stuff.
Nah,
Yeah,
you give us Halo, and we'll keep Nintendo stuff. So technically, our version of Minecraft is the ultimate version of Minecraft.
But to be fair, I'm not Metroid. What am I talking
nobody
about?
cares.
She got mad. Nobody
Freaking-
cares about Metroid.
I don't know why I said Metroid.
Lies.
Microsoft is more. They're more like
open to
giving.
sharing. Yeah.
They're more giving and open with their IPs than Nintendo and even Sony is. So I don't know. I just think that's interesting.
Microsoft by far is the most open.
They're super charitable with their
I
IPs.
ain't got no choice right now. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think it's a good idea to do it. Like, definitely.
Yeah, that's
All right,
cool.
she's asleep.
Any update that they get, the Switch person getting it is never a bad thing.
Definitely not. It sucks. It would be nice if Nintendo did branch out and kind of not necessarily give access to their IPs all the time, but like in the format that they're doing with the Halo one, just kind of their characters kind of showing up as special guests in a game or something like that. I think that would be nice. But yeah, so there's that. Anybody interested in the Halo Minecraft mashup?
I don't even play Minecraft, so this is really not my thing. But a lot of people do play Minecraft. I'm pretty sure they'll be.
If you do play Minecraft, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, if you like Minecraft, you're gonna be blown away by the fact that you can have Halo content, you can have Nintendo content in Minecraft. So I mean, it's good for the people out there who actually like these games. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Alrighty, so I think Real would be interested in this information.
oh snaps!
Oh damn.
So Sega is aware of Sonic Adventures 3 interest, but will only happen if it can advance the series. Okay, whatever. All right, let's see what the hell they're talking about. So Sonic fans have long been interested in Sega creating a new Sonic Adventures game. However, the sub-series hasn't been touched in many years. And based on new comments from Sonic team head Takashi, whatever his last name is, Sega isn't in a rush to create Sonic Adventures 3. In an interview with Polygon, Takashi explained, I hear people saying that they want Adventures 3, but the path that we're on and Adventures 3, what fans want that to be... Oh, this is weird how they wrote it, but okay. Adventures 3, what fans want that to be, might not be an advancement of the series. So I don't want to do an Adventures 3 and step the franchise back just to give the fans what they want. Okay, so he also says, from the developer standpoint, every Sonic game that we're making is taking new steps and advances, furthering the game in a new direction, and that's dictated where Sonic series has been going. Hold on, let me finish. If we can get the gameplay to evolve and get to this is comedy.
Man,
you know what I hear?
Hold on, let me finish.
Keep reading.
And then you could go. So, if we can get the gameplay to evolve and get to a place where Adventure 3 makes sense, then you might see an Adventure 3 come out. But we don't want to take the entire series back to where it was, just make people happy. We want to advance the idea of what a Sonic game is, meaning you don't know what the hell you're doing.
I'm
like all I heard from that is they're waiting for some fan to make the game for them and then just take it.
Essentially, what they did with the other one. Isn't that what they did with Sonic Mania, pretty much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guy technically made it. They hired him and.
Yeah, he was making it. That they hired him and helped him finish it.
Aha. I hope he got paid good money for that because. I don't know, but hey, whatever. We got a game. But I don't know. That just sounds like they're just making excuses as to why they can't or won't make it. Like, I don't know. Sega's so lost. I'm lost. They're lost. We're all lost. We don't know what to do with Sega anymore. Does anybody?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, they're talking about trying to evolve the series. Like, y'all don't care that much about evolving this series.
You know what the thing is? I think Sonic at this point is literally kind of a dead concept. Like, there's really nothing you can honestly do with Sonic that's new. He runs fast. That's it. What can you do with that kind of mechanic, I guess?
I mean, just saying. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, hey, if anybody got some good ideas, you let Sega know, and hopefully they'll steal your idea and make it a thing.
Maybe they'll hire you.
Maybe they'll hire you too. Who knows?
I don't really know what Sega's up to. I don't understand them, to be honest.
Be quiet, all of you.
I mean, I'm glad that Sonic Mania was good, but like Sonic Mania is kind of one of those. It's good because
people are on this
harkens back to the past.
Yeah,
like
it's not reinventing.
Trying to make it modern.
People are on this Sonic is great trip just because of Mania, but like. Your world's gonna come crashing down when Forces comes out.
I mean, we still don't know how Forces is gonna do.
It's gonna be another average to mediocre Sonic game, just like majority of
it might be alright, man. Like, hold judgment until it actually comes out. Because, I mean, it seems like it's kind of more like Generations, and Generations was good. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with Sonic. I'm just gonna wait and see. Sonic Forces could be good. It could be bad. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge it before it comes out.
But we'll see.
If they even make it, we'll see. We will see.
But what this guy's saying, they want to advance the game. Well, no shit. That's what you want to do with any game when you make a new one. You don't want to make one worse than the last. Like, what kind of fucking statement is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That just shows his confusion.
How do they not know what to do with Sonic? They've been making Sonic for 20 years.
I don't know.
I don't know. Some games, to be honest, some games just do not modernize well. Like, some games, like, have an open-ended enough premise to make it work in a modern era.
Yeah.
Some games simply just don't. Like, for example, like, Mario was such an open-ended idea. It could work from, the old days and even to now. Sonic really doesn't have that same leeway, I think. Like with Sonic, he has a very specific goal, a very specific skill, and that's to run fast. And it's really, really hard in the modern era to make a game that's a platformer where the character goes really fast, So
especially
it's like,
in a 3D realm.
Yeah, like there's only really so much you can do with that premise, unless you completely change the gameplay of Sonic altogether, and they've tried that, and it just hasn't really.
Before you turn into like a werewolf or something.
Yeah, it's like I don't really know how can you even modernize Sonic. Like, how can you truly bring Sonic into the modern era of gaming without making it a 2D side scroller?
You had an interesting idea with the whole Olympic thing, but he can't even run faster than Mario. So what is that? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we're spending too much time on Sonic, to be honest.
Forget Sonic. Moving on. Anyway, we got our juicy little main topic anyway. So like most of you guys, if you were checking us out last week when the Direct went live, we had all streamed it. Didn't you stream? Huh? What's up?
Before we dip into that, should we talk about the eShop bestsellers list right now?
That's gonna be in this.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that in there.
Okay.
So we're gonna just kind of recap the Direct a little bit, kind of go over some of the main topics and stuff that was in there. I'm not talking about anything 3DS because I just don't give two shits about 3DS. So I'm sorry, guys.
Let's talk about the 3DS too, because I got some.
Yeah, there's some actually decent stuff there.
Yeah, I got something that I want to say about some of the 3DS.
All right, cool. So there's this list here Nia gave me. Thank you so much. And it just basically kind of gives us a rundown of all the games that they announced, I think. And yep, so we got all the games. So I'll just kind of hark on the game and give information, and we'll just kind of talk about it. So with the first topic that they have posted here, we got so we were told. I'll go into the 3DS stuff first. How about that? And then we'll end with the Switch stuff. So at the bottom it shows there's like 3DS news. So they did announce the new Professor Layton game, Layton's Mystery Journey. What's her name? Catriel? And
her daughter.
That's his daughter, right? Catriel and
her name.
It sounds. I think that's what it is. Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. This launches on the 3DS on October 6th. Me being a fan of Professor Layton, I would love to check this out, but I'm kind of over the 3DS. But it looked good to me. It looked good. I'm just mad that I won't be playing it, unfortunately. But is anybody else interested in this game?
I've never played a Professor Layton game.
You have never played one? They're puzzle games.
Me either.
I've never played a Professor. I guess because, like, to be honest, I've never really been a big mobile gamer.
Gotcha.
Like,
yeah.
the 3DS was literally my first handheld ever. And I guess I'm so far behind on the series. I just missed the boat, and I'm really not interested in catching up. You know,
Yeah,
it's kind of one of those things for me. So I've never actually played Professor Layton. So, but what I do know is that there's a huge fan base out there for Professor Layton, and there's been a lot of people who have been looking for the next installment of Professor Layton. So hopefully this is the true Professor Layton experience that people have been wanting, even though it features his daughter and not him. But what they showed at the direct, it actually looks like a legit entry in the series. So
yeah.
Hopefully it lives up to the rest of the games.
I'm just confused because I haven't been keeping up with the Professor Layton franchise, so I'm like, this girl is like a full-grown woman damn near, and
like, how you hide her for all these years?
That's what I'm saying. So like, when and where did the deed happen, and how did and why did we miss out on her growing up? And then the little boy that usually be hanging out with him is older now too, about the same age as her. So obviously, you had this.
Future.
Yeah. Oh, is it okay? Because you've had this chick around for a minute. Because the boy that was hanging out with you is about the same age as her. So I don't know. Maybe
Professor Layton out here knocking chicks up, man.
I mean, and knocking them up and running off. But that's interesting. But this is a good entry. Hopefully it's good. I'm pretty sure it is. This is definitely a puzzle. It's like a puzzle game. Lots of puzzles that you have to solve.
I heard that Professor Layton likes to leave his children with the first mission of finding out who their father is.
Oh snap! What if that was what the game was about? Like, the mission is to find the daddy.
It's figure out where
your dad.
That's the very first mystery they need to solve.
Oh,
I don't know. It says the millionaire's conspiracy, but then I don't know. Maybe Professor Layton is a millionaire now. We got to figure out how to find my daddy.
Find my daddy, because he owed my mama back child support.
Some serious break.
Oh snap!
All right, so the next game is the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser Minions. Comes out on October 6th, and it supports the new Goomba and Koopa Troopa Amiibo and the Boo Amiibo. Further details about Amiibo functionality will be announced. So, yeah, Mario and Luigi, guys, how y'all feeling about that?
I never cared about the Mario and Luigi series. I'm gonna be straight up. Like, the only Mario RPG game that I've ever cared about was Paper Mario. And
Paper Mario.
Yeah.
They kind of let me down with the last one, but is this a remake or am I tripping?
I think it's a new
game. I think it's new. It looks new.
Why do I feel like it's like a remake? Like, what am I thinking?
I think they probably added some extra stuff in there, but like, it's Superstar Saga and Bowser Minions.
Why does that sound familiar? What was the last Mario and Luigi game called?
Mario, Luigi, Bowser's Pals? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Inside. I think it was Inside something. I don't know. Mario.
I don't know. See, I don't keep up with Mario and Luigi, but I feel like that name sounds familiar. That's why I thought it was a remake at first, but I don't know. Forgive me to those of you guys in the chat who are Mario and Luigi fans. I don't follow the series, so I really don't have much to say about that. But
Nintendo hater.
I just never got into it. Like, I tried it when they brought out, what was that one for the 3DS? I tried the demo. Freak, what was the name? I don't remember. I tried the demo, I wasn't feeling it. That's all I know.
Okay, I was just looking at a video of the Mario Luigi. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. So the next game is Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters, which is described as the definitive version of Yokai Watch 2. That will launch on September 29th. People who own the base game already can download an update on September 14th that adds to Yokai Watch Psychic Blasters mode. Anybody care? Basically Pokemon monsters, dead. The dead.
I gotta be completely honest with you. I do not care, probably nor will ever care, Yokai Watch.
Didn't think so.
That seems to be a trend here.
I'm sorry, I can't. No, I don't care about
Yeah,
it.
we'll run with that. So we just want to move on to the next game then?
Yes.
Okay, so the RPG, The Alliance Alive, will launch in early 2018. It is described as an old school RPG.
I don't know much about Atlas RPGs because I never played on portables, and most of those games have been on portable.
Yeah.
So I really have no reference. I hate to be the person on the podcast that has no reference, but I would rather not talk about it in this lead.
You failed us, Mia.
I never played like I 3DS.
I haven't either.
First portable. I don't because apparently these are remakes from games on the DS, right?
Yeah, I think.
I don't know.
And see, this next game is a free demo for Etrian Odyssey 5 Beyond the Myth, launches today ahead of the title's full release.
I've actually heard
okay. That's a demo, and the only thing the only thing about it is that I like I want to play the Etrian Odyssey games, but they're on the 3DS, so I've never really picked them up.
Yeah, see,
like I've always played the demos that they had, but
yeah. I'm not like y'all. I don't have like this hatred for the 3DS. I don't hate it. I just don't like it anymore.
3DS.
Like Alex hates it. Me, I still have one. I just don't play it as much as I would have liked. And I realized maybe handheld gaming, as far as like on that small little window and mirror, is not for me. It isn't for me. Now with the Switch, throw some Etrian Odyssey on there. Throw some Alliance Alive, Yokai Watch. Well, I won't play it, but still. Throw all these 3DS games on the Switch, and you'll have a bigger audience, and people who normally don't play on the 3DS will, move over to those franchises.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So, but yeah, free demo, Etrian Odyssey 5, check it out.
I actually need to check that out. I didn't know that was the thing. I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention to any of this.
There's a lot of stuff that I missed. I missed a lot of stuff.
So then they have the Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey redo. I'm mad because it's not on the Switch, obviously, which I understand. But
we're getting Shin Megami Tensei 4 on the Switch.
Yeah. I want this too. I'm greedy, but it's cool. I know we're getting one. It's just I'm greedy. That's all. But that's cool. This one launches early 2018. It adds new story content, additional endings, a new dungeon to explore, and enhanced graphics.
Nice.
That's what's up.
I didn't realize that Etrian Odyssey was on the eShop as a demo. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. And now, this is a game that needs to just be on the Switch now, permanently. Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Not Apollo Justice, but Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice games. They all need to go to the Switch. Because they're really good games, and they will work well on the Switch. It's basically games where it deals with either Apollo Justice or Phoenix Wright, who are attorneys for hire, and they basically go around crime scenes, getting information, collecting evidence, all that good stuff, and use it in the court of law to convict the whatever, to protect your defendant and convict the other guy, whatever. But it's really funny how they do it, because it's very high entertainment and silly and comedy, and it's just really good game, and I really hope they
is this a brand new Ace Attorney?
This one's new. I think this one's new. It says Apollo Justice Ace. No, this looks like the old one. Let me see. Fans of previous Ace Attorney. Let me read the games will appreciate the new touchscreen mechanics.
Oh boy.
They got a Phoenix Wright movie. Anyway, yeah, I think this looks like it might be the same one that I don't see anything new about it. Launches in November, so why would you put the... Oh, because this was on the other...
Oh, okay. Apollo Justice is Ace
It was on the
4.
DS.
Yeah, it's Ace Attorney 4.
It's Ace Attorney 4. Okay, yeah. So I think this one was on the DS and they moved it over to the 3DS. Or something. I don't know. But yeah, Ace Attorney either way. The Ace Attorney franchise is really freaking fun. So I would definitely check this out. I would definitely check this out. And then they also have Fire Emblem Warriors, which is due out on October 20th.
Yeah.
On the 3DS. Again.
You gotta love that.
I already know how you feel about that.
Guitar games,
I'm not.
but,
Whatever. I'm not even gonna harp on it. We did this once before. So that seems to be mostly all the news for just for that portion of the 3DS. Then I'm gonna go back up here because they have some more 3DS information in this news up here. So then they have special Pokemon themed new 2DS XL launches in November. I didn't like the way it looked.
I like the Pokeball one. I thought it looked
the Pokemon themed 2DS. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the way it looked for some odd reason.
I thought it was cute.
Oh, it was pretty good.
I don't know, maybe
Japan got a Pikachu one.
Yeah. I would have thought they would have put Pikachu on it, but I mean, it's not horrible. I just didn't like the way it looks. It looks nice, it does, but I don't. For me, no thanks. And then also there's a new 3DS version of Minecraft announced. Release date set for today, or as
that launched the same day as the Direct.
Yeah, as the Direct. So that's cool. Anybody interested in Minecraft on the 3DS? Which I think that's actually
it only works on the new 3DS.
Yeah.
It doesn't work on the standard 3DS.
On the old one, so it has to be the new 3DS.
That's
actually a good thing, though. That's actually a good thing, because there's a lot of people on wanting to play Minecraft.
Can't run on the standard 3DS.
Yeah, it won't be able to run on it. So
they're gonna put Minecraft on everything under the sun.
Which brings me to a thing that kind of irritates me. It's like they're just now starting to put stuff that's specific to the new 3DS. Like, how many games now does that make? 2?
I think that's the second one.
Yeah, because Xenoblade Chronicles was the first.
Fire Emblem as well, because that's not going to be on the standard 3DS.
Oh, so that's 3 then. That would be 3. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad.
I don't think they're putting it on the standard one.
I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, but I don't know. It's kind of sad. Then you got the Mario Party. The Top 100 is a new compilation game coming to 3DS. That actually would be awesome if it was on the Switch.
Now that's one of the games I'm like, okay, that should be
the one
on
that annoyed me.
That is the one that really, that should have been on the Switch too, if anything.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely.
That should have definitely been on the Switch.
But nice idea. I like it. It's just it's not on the Switch, so oh well. Missed opportunity there for some of us. A new 2DS XL color has been announced for America. What was the color?
It
was the orange and white one.
Yeah, orange and white.
Yeah, that was ugly. The blue and black one's
I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
Oh no, that's the one that I didn't like. Okay, it was this one that I didn't like. The Pokeball one was the one that I wasn't worried about. It was that orange and white. Yeah.
I actually thought the Pokeball one was pretty nice.
No, the Pokeball one was fine. It was the orange one I was mixing it up with. I was like, huh? But then I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, this is it. That orange one. Yeah. Why? Who likes orange? Whose favorite color is orange?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling that one.
I don't know, but hey, power to the people, I guess. Nintendo Switch Open World RPG Xenoblade Chronicles 2 gets release date special edition. Let me click on this because it's not telling me nothing there. So it's gonna be December 1st. It releases December 1st, and it also a special edition. Controller. You're mad about what?
I missed the controller thingy.
Oh, the controller? You want it? The Pro controller? Oh, it's already sold out?
Yes.
Damn. It does look nice, but it's alright. It's not bad. It looks nice.
Nintendo, let people pre-order and then make enough for the pre-order.
Yeah,
that makes no sense. I hate the way they do pre-orders.
I wish they would just leave it open for a certain amount of time, like a full week or something.
Yeah.
And then pre-orders are closed, and then make enough for that.
Like, that makes no sense to me.
I want to get this special edition, kind of, sorta.
That special edition does look hot.
It looks interesting. I kind of sort of want to get it. Looks real nice. But yeah, that's retarded, Nintendo. Come on, fix this, man. We've been doing this for this long and then since the beginning of time.
This stuff sells out too fast.
It sells out way too fast. So you would think they would start making a hell of a lot more stuff, considering how fast their stuff sells out.
Don't worry, I can buy it on Play Asia. Would it be like the same price as I would get it in the States though?
No, it's gonna be
like heck no. Then I don't care.
You gotta pay for shipping and handling and everything else.
Heck no.
So Fire Emblem Warriors adds fan favorite character, which is Lynn. Nobody asked for her. At least I didn't.
Lynn is awesome. Get out of here.
I wanted Ike.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I still want Daddy Ike, but I like Lynn.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you could get Ike and you can't have Lynn, I'm pretty sure you don't care about no Lynn.
I mean, I like Lynn, but of course I'm going to have my freaking husband.
Okay, then, so I don't want to hear it. It's about Ike.
I don't want to hear it. Nobody cares about that trick when we don't have Ike.
Right? Ugh. Man. I want to protect my friends.
So I fight for my friends.
New Kirby game announced for the 3DS is some like battle. Is it the new? What is it called? Let me see. Kirby Battle Royale.
It's like one of those spin-off Kirby games.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the Kirby Battle Royale spin-off game or whatever. So it's basically a bunch of little Kirbys fighting each other online. That's kind of cute. That's pretty.
It's kind of cute, but I can't get into those spin-off games.
Yeah. It's not the actual
too much for me.
I want the actual.
But we got our Kirby, so we're good.
Yeah, true.
So that's cool. You can give them the little spin-off how it should have been done. Give them the spin-offs and give us the main course.
Yeah, that's how it should be going forward now.
Hopefully they'll be sticking to that. So Switch Edition Nintendo arcade game ports, but it's not Virtual Console.
Oh, I was salty about that.
Yeah.
What?
I was definitely salty about the arcade.
The arcade game ports, but they're not the Virtual Console stuff.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. No. I don't care.
Those aren't they're not Virtual Console games. They were arcade games that they're bringing to console. It's different.
I mean, I get it, but I was hoping that was their
I was kind of hoping
introduction
to the Virtual Console, hopefully. But
I was hoping
I'm sure it's coming. It's just, I don't know, it's taking a while, but we'll see it when it comes.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not really hurting for Virtual Console because Nintendo's got enough new games to satisfy me for at least the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that was their segue into saying, oh yeah, by the way, Virtual Console is coming 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, gotcha. Alright, so Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's gonna get announced alongside the online.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That's how I figure. That's why I'm not too worried about it, because they gotta I'm pretty sure when the online comes, we're gonna get all the Netflix, all the Virtual Consoles, all that stuff comes with it. So hopefully is what I'm assuming is gonna happen. You would think, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Zelda Breath of the Wild's Champion Amiibo release in November. Here's what they do. They each give you an armor. That's what they do.
Yeah, they give you the armor from their Divine Beast.
Some of those armors look freaky.
Yeah, they're lit, bro. I really want them.
I like some of the armors. I like Mifa's, and I think I like what's her name?
Yeah.
It's freaking
Urbosa's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. Y'all already know, as far as like the Amiibo is concerned, Alex and Kuuppon are pretty much the Amiibo people on the podcast. At least they were. And I was always so anti-Amiibo, but I'm getting those Zelda Champion Amiibo. Like,
that's not the only one you got.
No, I got the Metroid ones because I got it from my boyfriend's birthday. No, seriously, I bought that for his birthday.
Whatever you say, She-Bond.
Like, don't get me wrong, like, I don't think
pretty sure I saw somebody posted a video on Twitter being all excited with their little amiibos.
The Metroid amiibo is so squishy. It's so squishy.
What the heck?
But I'm not like one of those kind of people that thinks that amiibo is like the bane of like our existence or anything like that. I'm just not like a collector like that, but I'm getting those Champion Amiibo. If I can't get all four, I'm at least getting
I at least want Urbosa. Yeah, I at least want those.
They come in a pack though, don't
they? They do come in a pack.
I think you can get them separate because I was looking on Best Buy and I saw that you could get like Mifa separate, and I think I saw
you could get them separate on Best Buy,
too.
but I think I saw a pack of them too.
I thought it was just only a pack.
I think it's a pack, and I think you can also get them separate, or maybe it depends on the retailer. Because I for sure did.
I'm already gonna get at least Daruk and Urbosa, and if I could get the 4-pack, the 4-pack I think it was like 36 something because I saw it somewhere. It's $37, but it's the 4-pack is exclusive to GameStop and it's online
only.
only.
Save money.
I don't care. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna still.
I don't think so. You could get it cheaper, probably separately at Best Buy with the Gamer Club online.
Well, then that's stupid.
So, but I mean, if you want the full pack,
if you buy all 4 in one go, you should save money, not spend more. That makes no sense.
That's what I'm saying, but that's the game.
I don't care. Either way, I'm getting them.
I just want Daruk. Like, he's the one I want the most. But I'll probably end up getting 3 of them. Verbali, Daruk, and Urbosa. I don't give a shit about
I don't care about Mifa.
I don't like Mifa either. I don't really give 2 shits.
Compared to her brother, she's trash.
She's
I
so
mean,
trash.
I mean, if they didn't give us him,
why isn't there?
What's his name? I forgot his name.
Prince Freak. Why can't I remember his name right now?
Something Don. Sidon. There you go.
Sidon. Why can't we have a Prince Sidon?
I want an amiibo of Prince Sidon doing his thumbs up with the big smile.
Yes, I would love that. I need that to happen.
If they do that, I'll get that.
I would buy another shelf, and it would be the only amiibo on it.
You would make like a Prince Sidon shrine.
Exactly.
Like it's just like pictures of him like with encouraging quotes.
He's so
like
encouraging.
Talking about how you're so amazing. Like he's so encouraging. Like I want to wake up to this guy's like inspirational tapes in the morning.
Yep.
And like, what did he say in the game? He was like, "Thank you so much. Don't forget, you're amazing," or something like that. I was like, this guy is so encouraging. Oh my god,
he's the best.
I love it. Unforgiven said, "What is this Prince Sidon cult all of a sudden?" He's awesome, dude.
We've always been Prince Sidon fans. We just don't really talk about it that much.
Yeah, Prince Sidon for life.
He's my favorite character in Breath of the Wild.
Alright, so we're gonna move to the next one. So we got Skyrim for a Nintendo Switch release date announced, which let me click on this real quick. It was announced for November 17th.
November 17th?
Mm-hmm.
In both North America and Europe, Nintendo has revealed.
I'm telling you, y'all, that Zelda DLC is getting delayed for Skyrim.
You think so?
I think so too. That's fine. I
am totally okay with that.
I'm okay
we have
with
enough
it.
stuff anyways.
We got a lot of stuff.
Like when was the last time you ever been able to say on the Nintendo side things alone?
When has it been a problem on Nintendo to have too many games? How long has it been?
There's never been a problem with that.
You've never heard us say that during the Wii U generation. My god, there's just too many games. There's just too many.
Like, this is the first time in a long time that you every day will say, free Nintendo, my wallet.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna skip these two for a second and go down to this one, and we'll talk about those two because that's our main topic stuffs. So Switch demo coming today for exclusive Square Enix RPG Project Octopath Traveler,
which is amazing.
Which is awesome, by the way. I played the Dancer, and they've played both the Traveler and the Warrior guys. So.
I played the Warrior. I haven't played Primrose yet.
She's awesome. I love her. She talks a lot. She's like so interesting. So I'm definitely interested in seeing her story. So I'll probably be picking this game up just so I can see what the rest of her story is. It's sad. It starts off sad, but hey.
You know what's interesting about Octopath Traveler though? Like, it's surprisingly deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it's like definitely
that combat system is intense.
Yes, it is.
The combat system's on point. The
it
story
took me a while to
not,
understand that you could like boost up your power.
Yeah,
I didn't really get that at first because I didn't read the tutorial. I was just kind of messing around.
Oh, I read that immediately. I was like, okay, what do they want me to do? And then it told me how to. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I keep getting bodied right now. I'm getting bodied by the boss guy.
The boss for the Warrior one was tough.
Yeah, he's tough.
Holy crap.
I don't know.
I had to do cowardly things like
defense. To kill that guy.
You have to defend yourself a lot. Like the one I'm fighting right now.
I don't usually use defense. I usually just attack and use potions. You can't do it against them. You have to like charge up your attacks and do defense for a couple rounds. It's crazy.
Octopath Traveler actually makes you work.
Yeah.
Like, it makes
Which
you
is good.
do
It's very rewarding. It's very and it has a very like mature kind of story to it.
That's what I'm saying. So surprisingly so
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to Super Mario Odyssey. Has a really cool photo mode on Nintendo Switch.
Hell yeah.
So that's what's up.
So
I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing a lot
Twitter's gonna be filled with a bunch of shirtless Marios.
No, please.
Well, everybody's freaking out about the shirtless.
It's gonna be amazing. That photo mode is really in depth too.
Because this is the side of Mario we've never seen before. He out here being a thotty.
Yep.
Like, Mario, what you doing, man?
He ain't worried about Peach.
He ain't worried about Peach. He's trying to get Pauline back.
Yeah. He's like, oh, damn, Pauline, you're a mayor now? Shit.
You saw him dancing and stuff when she was singing and everything next to her. He don't care about old Peach.
Mario
like, go ahead, put a ring on her. So then we got the new Super Mario Odyssey Nintendo Switch bundle reveal.
Oh man, that bundle is fire.
So that's our first bundle. So hopefully we're gonna get some more bundles.
Bundle.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one. So we're gonna be getting more bundles. Yay!
I think there's already more bundles for Switch than we had for Wii U, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, the Wii U didn't really get that many
There was
bundles.
like the Zelda Wind Waker bundle, which is the one I had. And then that was it. We didn't even get one for Mario.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy. I'm still shocked that we never got a Zelda bundle for Switch, but whatever. But like, that Mario one, it looks so good. I want those Joy-Cons.
That the only thing that I kind of have a slight gripe with the Mario bundle is I wish that the bundle actually like the Joy-Cons actually had that atlas or map print on it. Like, I think that would have been good.
I'm good with that though.
Like the straight red, I don't know. I would have liked if it had the actual print because I actually think that the little case looks really, really cool.
Yeah, the case looks good. I like the Joy-Cons to be clean. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, come here.
Maybe you can get a sticker or something.
Alright, what else we got here?
Oh yeah, we learned that Cappy has a sister. She's a tiara.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was kind of weird.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Because it made sense because I didn't understand why Cappy was helping Mario.
Yeah, I was
but
like,
now
okay,
now it makes sense. Okay, his sister
and they have their own
captured,
kingdom.
so that's why they're working together. That makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Because before it was just like Mario just kind of kidnapped this dude and is forcing him to help.
Yeah.
I didn't think about
like he just met him in the road. He's like, "Hey, man, this is how it's gonna be, man."
Mamma mia, you're working for me now. Then that was it. Now we understand.
Alright, hold on. Oh, crap.
Can we just spend a minute talking about how fucking incredible that game is gonna be?
Yeah,
Mario Odyssey is gonna be potentially better than Zelda. Like, can you believe we're year 1 in the Switch and 2 of its first-party titles are potentially gonna be Game of the Year?
That's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
That is unbelievable.
It's unheard of. But we're gonna
and
have.
They showed us like a couple new worlds. That iguana monster thing that he took over that can fly. Oh my god, that game is gonna be unbelievable. All those costumes and hats and shit you can get. Oh my god, that photo mode. You can even rotate the photo to make phone wallpapers. They thought of everything.
Yeah, so there's gonna be so many like wallpapers that come out of that. Too bad you can't put any of them on the Switch, but you know.
She knew that
maybe.
Too bad you can't use them on your Switch background, but you know, it's whatever.
That game's gonna be so fucking good.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so they, Oh, we already talked about that. So Splatoon 2 is getting more updates, one piece of which is the returning map Kelp Dome. It arrives on September 15th, so it's already out as part of a free update. Additionally, another stage, Snapper Canal, and a new umbrella weapon called the Tintabrella will launch.
Those umbrellas are overpowered.
Are they so OP? I remember like one time I did actually play against somebody that had the little umbrella thingy. They're
Remember
OP.
when the rollers were an annoyance?
They're still annoying.
They still annoying, but not as bad as they used to be. Now you just stay away and shoot them from afar at this point. Now that you know what you need to do.
Yeah, true.
So, an update for the Switch fighting game ARMS is out today, which is the day of the Direct, and it lets players remap the controls. Additionally, a new fighter named Lollipop is also out. She is not waifu material, so no one cares.
Oh, she's ugly as fuck. Get her out of my screen.
Nobody cares about
Nobody cares.
Not
I'm sorry.
Ain't nobody give a shit about that ugly clown bitch.
If you can't upgrade past Twin Tails, why are you even trying?
Exactly.
Nobody cannot. You don't. I don't know. We'll see. But it is what it is. So, Snipper Clips Plus.
I do actually think it's very funny timing that they released a clown character right when it came out. The movie.
That is good.
That is kind of funny.
That's pretty funny.
If they were smart,
they should have partnered up with that movie and did cross promotion.
They could have played up on that. That would have been interesting. So then we have the Snipper Clips Plus, Cut It Out Together, is a new version of the original puzzle game featuring 30 plus new stages and more. If you already bought the game digitally, you can get the new content via $10 DLC purchase from the eShop.
That's not bad.
Yep. And the full game launches on November 10th, priced at $30.
Is it physical now, or is this digital still?
It's still digital. I haven't seen anything saying it's physical. I'll have to check that out. NBA 2K18 for the Switch launches in the eShop on September 15th, so it's out now, with a physical release in stores to follow on October 17th. So that's what's up.
Snipper Clips is actually a pretty fun fun
Clips is
game.
It is really fun. I still play it from time to time with my friends and stuff.
This guy
not
said
good to-
Lola's gonna give you the clap.
Oh my
Wow.
God, stop. So then we have FIFA 18 is also coming to the Switch on September 29th, so that'll be coming out soon.
Oh, it's this month. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was that soon.
Yeah, well, wait, when is it? That's gonna be
That's like
next week.
in a week.
Friday, next
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah.
9 days, yeah.
Yeah, that's next Friday. So we have WWE 2K18 is on the way for Switch,
We just
but
got
release
NBA
date hasn't been
2K18.
announced. Yep.
The wrestling games in like the middle of October or something like that.
Yeah. And then a new intriguing looking shooter called Morpheus Law is coming to Switch this winter. The concept is that when you land a shot, it transfers the mass from your foe to the attacker, so that leads to some interesting scenarios.
That's
And
gonna be
That game's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's
And
gonna
that's
be
the information we have from the direct. However, we're not done. We have 2 new games are coming to the Switch, one of which is Nintendo Switch version of Doom announced with release date, which when was the release date? Let me click on this and see. That is
Doom is coming this fall, right?
right?
Yeah. The rumor is December.
Yes, it just says this fall. Yeah, holiday season. So sometime this holiday we'll get an actual date. And then also, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus heads to Nintendo Switch sometime next year. And these are awesome. Which brings me to our main topic, which is basically, Bethesda putting people on blast.
They really are.
You know, not to say that Rockstar didn't try to do something with LA Noire, but it's a port. But like Bethesda, we said it in a couple of podcasts ago, where we were like, we're tired of people playing the wait and see game,
Yeah.
and we just need that one person who just jump the fuck in, cannonball style.
For
And
real.
Bethesda, and of all people, of all companies, Bethesda, guys, think about that. Bethesda.
A company that
Decide-
hasn't really worked with Nintendo
Yeah,
since when?
and talk
They
shit.
haven't messed with Nintendo since the NES.
And remember last
crazy.
year's like, E3, weren't they talking mad shit? I think.
Oh
it was a
yeah,
couple-
I think they will.
hate the Wii U.
Yeah, they were talking mad shit about Nintendo a couple E3s ago. So like, it's kind of confusing at first for me, and then at the same time, it's like, fuck it, whatever. They brought the game over, and we said it. We need one company to just cannonball in the water and bring some games over. And this also proves that the Switch can handle third-party AAA titles that are current.
Yeah.
We've been saying that for a long time. They can handle it. It's just a matter of optimization and shit like that. Like, it has Unreal Engine 4 on it, for God's sake. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
it's capable of Unreal Engine 4. And then a lot of people are saying, they don't see how Doom is gonna run. Like, people forget that when the Switch was announced, well, not even that, but when the Switch was announced, one of the things that was revealed was that it has native Vulkan API support.
Right.
One of the things that really pretty much got Doom working as well as it does on PC was they decided to switch to the Vulkan API, and that helped to optimize the game, and the game runs significantly better now on PC. And so I guarantee you that is going to be another key factor in getting this game working optimally on the Switch, is that Vulkan API. A lot of people don't know that, but that's what it is.
So, yep.
Go ahead, Kuuppon.
So, I do have a question for y'all. Do y'all think third-party games can do well on the Switch, though? Because
they doing it right now.
that's what I'm saying, because it's showing on the eShop. We got NBA 2K18 as the #1 bestseller on the eShop right now.
Yes.
So,
which is actually pretty impressive.
which is pretty freaking impressive, might I add. So, like, my thing is, Bethesda putting people on blast. We got NBA doing very much well. You got other games coming to the Switch that are fairly third party, with the LA Noire and stuff like that. Like, it's capable of handling it. So, where's the argument? Like, why is there still an argument? And people now are arguing about, what is the argument now? Like,
The
about
goalpost has moved on. Now it's not can the Switch run these games, it's that, well, it doesn't look as good as my PlayStation version.
Basically.
Okay, and your
That's
PlayStation version doesn't look as good as the PC version. Your point?
I'll put it to you this way. What's more impressive? A $500 console touted as the world's most powerful console running a game at 4K and still running at 30 FPS? Or a $300 handheld which is running the exact same game? Like, and you can take it around with you. Like, I think having it on the go on a handheld is more impressive.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I understand the whole argument and, you know, with the whole visuals thing, because that's where we're at in gaming. It's all about the visuals. You don't play games, you play visuals now.
But, what were these people
like,
expecting?
But it's like, yeah, you make a game look pretty and then you sacrifice other things because the companies are spending so much time on the pretty that they don't care about the functionality, the optimization, things that actually matter and actually cause a problem with the functionality of the game itself. So
yeah.
So Doom and Wolfenstein being on the Switch, we already know they're not going to look as good as the other ones. That is the obvious thing.
Go into the Switch knowing that.
You know this
You
already.
knew this. It's a handheld, first of all. I don't care what other people are saying. It's a console. No, it's a handheld. What handheld have you ever seen that is
TV? That's all it is.
That's all it is. Like, what handheld is going to be able to even remotely compete in the format of visuals with other games and PC on? You're like, no, it's not. You went into buying your Switch for the games. And then maybe the possibility of certain games looking better than others. Like, Nintendo is obviously going to optimize their games the best.
Yeah.
Because it's their system and they know the inner workings of it. Yeah. Other companies, if they care to take the time, will also optimize it to the best of their abilities. The games will still look great. But like Doom and Wolfenstein being on the system doesn't mean that it's going to be a horrible looking game. It's not going to be the greatest.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're going to optimize it to work.
We've seen how the game looks from that little clip. Like, obviously it looks a little worse than the PS4 version. That's to be expected, but the game still looks good. And
but the thing is, like, anybody who's going into these third-party games on the Nintendo Switch complaining about the graphics are already dumb anyway, because they know it's a portable. They just feel like they need to make a comment just for the sake of
it's essentially it's just basically moving the goalpost. Basically, it's what we already knew that. We knew as soon as we started getting actual third parties and stuff, that the new narrative now is, well, it doesn't look so good. I know, right?
I know, baby struggle, goddamn.
She's like,
she's choking on their nonsense.
But like, it's like, this is nothing new, people. Like, at least the people here in this podcast.
Let's put it this way: if you thought this Switch, with as small as it is, as thin as it is, as thin as your goddamn phone, is gonna be on par visually with your PlayStation 4, you're delusional. You're insane if you thought that's what was gonna happen. But we all know that's not what they actually believe. They know it's not gonna look as good because they understand it's a handheld. They just want to make the Switch look bad for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just the back and forth, and it's like, okay, we get it. Like, we get it. Last generation with the Wii U, is shit on Nintendo, shit on Wii U, which obviously it deserved it, but like, shit on everything, move the goalpost here, move the goalpost there. Now Nintendo's doing decently. They're doing great. They have games after games after games. We are now getting third-party AAA Western games, and we got the third-party AAA Japanese games and Eastern games and whatnot, and we got great indies and all sorts of good stuff. It even shows that we got a freaking third-party game doing exceptionally well on the eShop. Where can you move the goal now?
Here's my thing. This is what I think it is, to be honest with you.
What you mad about?
Of course, it's people that are just hating for the sake of hating. But this is what I really, really, really think it is. Nintendo has been the underdog since pretty much the SNES. I mean, the Wii did exceptionally well. I don't want to take anything away from the Wii,
it's kind of
but we know kind of how that went. Exactly, it was a fluke. I think what it is at this point is it's just people are so accustomed to habitually basically crapping on Nintendo that now that Nintendo is kind of getting some goodwill as far as popularity and the types of games it's getting. Like, don't get me wrong, like the Switch is still weak You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's a
definitely.
portable, it's weak.
Yeah,
But
it's
the
not
type
gonna
of
be a
games that it's getting is not like Wii tier games weak.
Yeah.
It's like you're
It's
still
not
able
that
to
like
get
shovelware type game.
exactly like
We're
you're
not getting
still
shovelware. Yeah.
exactly like you're still able to get legitimate, highly revered games like Doom on the Switch, as well as some of the best of Nintendo's games. You're getting Mario Odyssey, you're getting your Breath of the Wild, you're getting games like Splatoon, you know what I'm saying? Like these addictive, must-play games and stuff like that.
Right.
And now we're in a point to where people just don't know.
They can't deal.
They don't know what to do, so they're just kind of going back to the same old rhetoric that they're kind of accustomed to using. I think their brains are just kind of like warped right now. They don't really know what's going on.
Also, a lot of it over the last year, maybe year and a half, it's all been 4K this, 4K that, and you got to have this more powerful console because we told you so. And like that's all they've been hearing.
But it's
so
not.
long.
But then it's been revealed and it's not flying. And the whole 4K narrative is just literally burning up in smoke. And people are like, "Well, yeah, 4K, but what?"
The Switch is a complete affront to everything they've been voting for the past year. Like all.
4K is gonna bring the new stuff. 4K is where it's at, and they've got this hybrid.
The Switch comes along. It's weaker than the Xbox One.
Right.
The games don't look as good, but it's selling, and people.
It's still selling, and people like it because gamers, people who play games, don't care. They just want to
something new that these other consoles couldn't do. Like the Xbox One X and the Pro. They don't do anything that the standard Xbox and PS4 can't do except prettier graphics. Like, at the end of the day, that's not gonna solve your problem. Not gonna change anything for you if you're not enjoying the games. Making it 4K isn't gonna help you.
Yeah, like you gave us 4K gaming, but we're still not getting. We're either not getting any games, we're getting backwards compatibility at 4K, or we're just getting old games we already played at 4K, and a few sprinkle of games here and there. Indie games, maybe some new stuff, and no exclusives, or I should say exclusive first games.
Yeah. And the Van23, shout outs to the Van23, he made a very good point in the chat. He said Nintendo is bucking the trend and is showing everyone that 4K is BS. And to be honest, he's right.
Yeah.
People are looking at the Switch's success, and it's going against everything that these developers have been spewing to you, that we absolutely need this power in order to make certain types of games.
And
Nintendo's
not true.
showing that you don't. Just make good games.
I wish.
It's the same thing with the Xbox and the PS4. Like, we could have just kept those consoles and been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
would have been like if they didn't even if we weren't talking about 4K right now, we would be having more games coming coming. I think they would spend more time getting games as opposed to trying to make games we already have look pretty on your now new 4K system. And with all this narrative going back and forth in the community and in the industry, we're missing out on games because they have to make them look pretty. Oh, we have to make them look pretty and realistic and all. Like, if you guys would shut the hell up about that for like 2 fucking minutes, watch and see if we can get actual games come to your system. Like, I wonder if anybody is actually a gamer anymore because they're so worried about pretty.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, like a game like Octopath, as weird and interesting as it is, the art form for it is beautiful, but it's still very
2D.
Yeah, HD 2D. It uses old school like 2D, 8-bit type, art with a 3D feel to it, and it still has a great story, great fighting mechanics, all that stuff that you would want in a game, and it looks pretty, but it ain't 4K. Like, can we get like not 4K, pretty looking, interesting graphics and art styles and awesome games with great stories and great mechanics, as opposed to just 4K, because 4K ain't doing shit for anybody. Anybody enjoying this 4K? I ain't.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna squat on 4K. 4K has
a great concept where we're not ready for it.
Yeah, it has a place, but like you're saying, we're not really ready for it. Like, there's a lot of games that still will not be 4K. When the Xbox One X releases, or even when the PlayStation Pro release. Like, there's still some games that just don't have that support yet. I don't really know why. I I think I do know why they're pushing 4K so hard, because they're in bed with these TV companies.
Yeah, it's because it's
kinda
easy to market 4K as something new and special, and it helps people sell TVs. Like, that's all it's ever been.
It's the funniest thing, because as soon as they did market the whole 4K, you know, gaming and stuff, a lot of people were talking about, oh, I'm getting a 4K TV, and it's like, it's just like, wow, you guys fell for it. But hey, you got the money to spend it, do it.
You know, that's what it is. They're kind of sheep. Like, that's just what they do.
Oh, we're getting 4K game. I'm gonna go get me a 4K TV so I can have all this. And you got your 4K TV now. You got your 4K game. You got your surround sound and all that good stuff. And what is it good for? You're still playing the same shit you were playing before this. Yeah. No new games. No new nothing. Like, is it worth it? Is all I ask.
A lot of people don't seem to realize this, but if you're sitting 10 feet away from your television like you normally would when you're playing on console, you can't see the difference as much as, for example, if you're playing on a monitor on your PC when you're like a foot away from your monitor. You can definitely see going up from 4K up from 1080p, but when you're like 10 feet away, the difference is not that much. I think people don't realize that because I used to sell TVs, so like I guess I
don't know. This 4K stuff kind of reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of the whole 3D television crap that didn't fly for long.
Yeah, and that was just nonsense. Like 4K will eventually.
4K is going to be a thing. It will be a standard. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but it's just that they're forcing it down your throat so fast and so like it's just like, huh? Can you give me a minute?
Yeah.
Like, we just got out of, like, what is it, HD or something? Like, these big flat screen TVs and certain types of graphics, and now you're trying to push 4K on us. I just think with gaming, 4K should kind of not be looked at this time.
At least not on console.
At least,
makes sense.
Yeah, not on console. On console, just kind of, I don't think we're quite
there.
They
should have been pushing for 1080.
Because we can't even
1080 60.
Yeah, because we can't even get even 1080 60, and you're trying to go 4K.
Even if you look at it from the point that the Pro and the Xbox One X are for like the hardcore console gamer. I feel like the hardcore console gamer would appreciate 60 FPS more than a casual person.
Yeah, I would think they would.
A person who plays games casually doesn't know what frame rate is. But if you're like really into games and you play games a lot, you're gonna appreciate having better frame rate.
Yeah.
And but those consoles don't do it because they push 4K and they can't do 4K and 60 because of the hardware.
You get the 4K, you get the 4K, but you get 30, and you're just like stuttering out the ass. Like, what's wrong with my game?
Yeah, I know. That's a lot of reason why, even though I'm happy that the Switch is getting a lot of these third-party games, a lot of reason why, you know, I still continue to get my third-party games on PCs because I want better performance. But if the game is good enough, I will double dip.
Right.
I feel that way. But I'm glad that it's coming because there's a lot of people out there that can only afford one console.
Yeah.
And if you can only afford one console and you like Nintendo IPs, it's good that Nintendo is actually going out there and getting these games. And a lot of people don't know this, but Nintendo...
They're publishing a lot of these games.
They're going out there and they're getting these games. That's exactly what they need to be doing.
Which is what they're supposed to be doing.
Which is what they're supposed to be doing. And that's what they... And I'm glad that they're actually finally realizing that because, damn it, took a while.
Yes.
It took a while, but that's the best way to do it. If you can't, if there's the only way you're gonna get these games is by publishing them, then hey, do it. Because I think they're doing that with Wolfenstein and Doom.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, and Skyrim.
And Skyrim. So it's fine,
so
whatever.
They pretty much they got Bethesda on lock. Like they got 3 games that they're publishing for Bethesda.
Yeah, so
like,
shout out to all those people who
say
shout out to all these people who say that you have to buy games you don't want to get games you do want. So for those of you guys who are like, oh, well, you're gonna have to buy Skyrim if you want to see Doom.
What you gotta do is you gotta buy all these games that you already played and you don't want on your Switch for the chance that you may get a game that you do.
Oh my god. So that's not the truth, guys. Just get what you want. And if you guys want to bring games over, they will. So
yeah, we don't subscribe to that. Our narrative has always been the same. Get what you want to play what you want to get. But don't be out here purchasing games just because with the hopes of getting another game. That's whack.
Probably not happening.
It's probably not happening. And maybe it will. I don't know. But even so, why would you want to pay for one game you don't want just for the hope of getting a game you do? Nah,
that's madness.
I don't.
Madness. That's insanity.
That is insanity.
That's insanity, actually. It's like, oh, I'm gonna buy this game, and we might get this other game. It'll be so awesome. Like,
yeah, I'm not subscribing to that anymore. I did a little bit of that with the Wii U. I'm not doing it again. Yeah. It didn't pay off.
Yeah, I did do it a little bit too with the Wii U, but
that's why we know better.
Yeah. Hey, you live, you learn. You gotta learn your lesson at some point, but yeah, no.
No, like, if they want to put the games on, they're gonna put it on. Like,
they're gonna do it. Simple as that.
Questions? Anybody? Questions?
I mean, they made freaking Rockstar come out of the woodworks for freaking crying out loud.
Right?
If people want to do it, they will do it.
Yeah, that's for sure. So with Bethesda putting their games on the Switch, that puts other companies on blast. Capcom. that just lets us know that we can get these third-party games. We can get these AAA games. That it can handle it. The Switch can handle it. There's no problem to it. It's just a matter of optimization, what needs to be done to make it work and make it make sense for the Switch, because you got motion controls, guys. So, and you got a touch screen. So it's like, what can we do to make this a thing? You know.
All right, I have a couple of questions.
Go ahead.
If we're ready for questions.
Yeah, we are. I don't have any on my side yet.
Okay, so first question is from Rob with Beard. He says, with the SNES Mini with the SNES Mini, potential N64 Mini, and the restocking of the NES Mini, what void would the virtual console fill? That's actually a really good question.
The void for people that don't want to spend $100 to go play old games?
That's true, because they could just spend like $5 or $7 and just get the game they want.
Yeah.
And the void of people who want to play the game on their Switch? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
What do you
To be honest, I don't really think the NES Mini and the SNES Mini have anything to do with the virtual console.
They have nothing to do with the virtual console.
I don't think they have anything to do with each other. I think that this is okay, well, before
this
the
is
Switch
Nintendo
came
cashing
out,
in on the retro market.
Exactly. Because before the Nintendo Switch came out, the NES Mini was just kind of a way to kind of get Nintendo's brand back in people's mouths.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before they ultimately brought out their new thing. Because at that time, they didn't really have anything. They were stuck in between the Wii U and then the Nintendo Switch announcement. So this was just another thing to kind of get on the market and kind of get some extra dollars before they ultimately moved to their next big thing. I don't really know what the current status of the virtual console is, but I do not think that those two are related. And I'll say that.
They're definitely not related.
I have another question from Trickstar. Do you think the Switch will be able to outsell the Xbox's lifetime sales? It depends on the pace of games. If Nintendo can keep the pace of games like they've kept it the first year onto year 2 and 3, I think it get very close. I think they would get very close to one another. Yeah, because the first year of the Nintendo Switch is like out of control.
Yep.
And they're having like some of their biggest, like they have a big serious Zelda that came out at the beginning of the launch. Biggest Zelda game ever, not like a remake, like a real Zelda. Then you're gonna have a real Mario, not some kind of stopgap Mario like 3D World. Even though I like 3D World, you know what I'm saying? You got like a good amount of third-party games that people care about. Even though they're late, they're still ones that people care about.
Right.
Like for example, like Skyrim is late, but no matter what anybody tells you, people love Skyrim. It just is what it is. People love Skyrim. They're gonna buy it on everything. They bought the special edition. They're just gonna buy Skyrim. So people still love Skyrim. Doom only came out last year, but it's still one of the highest reviewed or highly revered games from last year. People still care about Doom even to this day.
Yep.
So it's not really about when the games come out, it's the impact that those games have, which a lot of people don't seem to understand with Doom. Yes, Doom came out last year, but it's the impact that Doom has that will be everlasting for the first year for the Switch, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that is going to make all the difference. If Nintendo can keep up this momentum, if they can keep up this game upkeep, if they can keep up the hype, they will sell very well throughout its life. It will sell very well throughout its life.
Definitely. What she said. What she said.
Okay.
Let me see. I think I got a question.
Okay, you got a question.
Okay, Phantom 1-Up. Should Nintendo publish Star Citizen for the Switch?
No.
No,
Console
that game
gamers don't-
is a myth.
Console gamers don't care about that type of stuff. Let it stay on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I have one from who said this? Was it who said this? I just saw it. Paid Enthusiast. He said, with Bethesda and Take-Two stepping up to support the Switch, who do you guys think will be the next Western third party to heavily support it?
Probably Activision.
I say, Activision is next in line. Because if they see that EA and 2K or Take-Two are making money, they're going to go ahead and put support for the Switch on there.
Yeah.
EA is already kind of supporting it, but I do think that they will rev it up. Like, they will actually start putting, like, their bigger games on the Switch.
Especially with media like IGN actually going out and calling them out on not supporting. Like, that's
And
pretty
people
rare.
are behind them.
Yeah.
This is how you know people are sheep. It took people at IGN to say this for people to be like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
You're right.
When people like us have been saying it for all long ass time, but we're wrong. They're right.
Oh, great.
Like,
So funny.
yeah, people are sheep. It is what it is. It's like, dude, we've been saying this. They need to bring the games over. Period. Ain't no wait and see. Ain't no you buy this, we'll think of this. Nah, bring the shit over or just don't. And stay the hell away. Like, don't be iffy about it. Just if you don't want no dealings with Nintendo, then get the hell on. Take your fucking crappy ass freaking Mega Man and get the hell on.
Yeah.
We could probably do like maybe one more question, and I gotta
Okay, yeah, because I'm
get
gonna
ready
have
for
to.
bed.
I gotta get ready to close this down. We got little baby struggles over here. Is hungry.
She's struggling.
So,
She's struggling to stay awake.
Nah, she needs to stay awake. So I have a question from Miguel Rose. Do you think that GTA 6 will come to the Switch?
I think GTA 5 will come.
It's a possibility.
GTA 6 does.
I'm still waiting for 5. I think 5's coming, to be honest.
I think they need to bring. They're probably gonna bring 5 first, and
Because apparently GTA 6 is not anytime soon coming out.
I don't even think they
6
started yet.
It takes them a while to make GTA games.
Yeah.
So it'll be a while.
They're making so much money off GTA 5 online, they have no incentive to move forward.
None. So what I think is GTA 5 might make it over at some point, and they'll see how that's gonna do.
GTA 5 on the Switch would be a
Would be
game changer
great.
game.
I could see GTA 5 coming to the Switch next year, to be honest.
Yeah.
That might be a thing.
It really does, unfortunately, depend on LA Noire. But,
Yeah.
You think so?
I
with
think
a
a little
company
bit.
like them, who hate Nintendo so much, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Freaking hey, they're like not even the same genre of game.
But
That's
see,
one thing that I don't
see,
understand. Like,
and-
how do you gauge interest with a game that's not even?
Yeah, I
the
know.
same
I never
genre
liked
of game?
that, but that's
Like,
not
I
what
can understand
do,
if they brought like Bully over, like in HD, because Bully is at least kind of like GTA,
Yeah,
but
Bully's
like
somewhat
LA Noire
similar.
is nothing like GTA.
Yeah.
Freaking hey.
They're not even remotely the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just when a company has a game that could be game changing on another platform and they just refuse to bring it over because of a personal issue. Yeah, you don't like money. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
see.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. We'll see. But I think
Like,
I think GTA 5 has a good
don't
chance
have
of coming.
very high hopes that Noir is gonna sell well because it never sold well in the first place.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So I don't think that game's gonna do well. But
So it's kind of like stupid
GTA
to bring
5
like
would do really good.
yeah, and if they're gauging off of LA Noire, that's kind of it's already setting themselves up for failure because that's
Yeah.
already
It's the
a
same
niche
thing
game.
with EA because EA said pretty much they said if FIFA doesn't sell, they're not gonna support the Switch, which I
And
think
it's
is
like-
ridiculous. But
Which is stupid because that's a niche game for
'cause they
certain
have
people.
so
There's
many
literally
other IPs. How can you base
that they
everything
could've
off
brought
of
over.
FIFA?
off of this one, and
If
especially
they really wanted money, they would have just brought Plants vs Zombies 2 because that actually didn't do so well. But I bet you the Nintendo people would buy it.
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
The Garden Warfare 2.
It's a fun game.
It was
It's just
fun,
like it
but
was
nobody bought
overpriced
it.
for when it came out.
Yeah.
Because it was like a $30 game, but the second one came out and they made it a $60 game.
True. That probably had a lot to do with it too.
Yep. But anyway, I don't have any more questions. You got anything that might be interesting? We can close out after this.
Let me see if I have one more good question, because a lot of people are asking questions today. Crazy.
That's what's up. They always ask questions on the side.
I had a
side
really
is always
good
so
one.
quiet.
I had a really, really good one.
Got crickets over here
Okay.
today.
They
The
don't ask
Van
questions on
23.
that side.
The Van 23 says, do you think Nintendo should go after MOBA since the Switch is popular with PC gamers? That's a good question.
That might be an interesting concept.
And I
go
noticed
by.
that too. A lot of PC people are really taking a hold of the Switch. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been.
Because it offers you something the PC can't do. Unless you have like a really powerful laptop, I guess.
True.
Yeah,
true,
playing
true.
on the go. Well, I think that would be an interesting avenue for them to kind of dabble in. Aren't they
We're
bringing
gonna see
something
how
that's
that,
they already
how
are
that-
bringing a MOBA over
Yeah.
though.
We're gonna see how that one game does.
So judging by that game, you can see where the audience is, but it won't be a complete, overview. But if they can bring some other games over, might be interesting. We might see some future MOBA games. I think it would be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they actually if they could make their own. I just want to see them play MOBA.
I would like, a Xenoblade MOBA would be
I
lit.
just want to, and not Xenoblade. I want X. I want an X.
Yes, an X MOBA.
Because you can
Yeah.
make your own story as opposed to, because since it didn't really have a story, you can make your own story.
I'm of the opinion that if
expand on that.
Nintendo, yes, I'm of the opinion that if Nintendo really, really wanted to just like have a super addictive game out there on the market, they would do what Square Enix did with Final Fantasy 14, make it a MOBA, have content that comes all the time, get people on it to play all the time,
Yep.
and that would be lit. And they could use the X version of Xenoblade to do that with, because that has some addictive gameplay.
And
it has
it's
some
just-
really interesting ideas for online play.
And it's just so, it was like, as soon as I was playing, I was like, this is such a MOBA. Like,
Yeah.
all it's missing is just online, like, because we had online for it, but it wasn't like a full online experience. It's just, you would go and, we would all get together and go farming, to get supplies so we could, upgrade and everything. But like, if they expanded on it more material, more parts for your scale, all sorts of different stuff, kind of have a special storyline type of DLC that you can, with missions and stuff that you can go into from time to time.
I think the correct genre we're actually talking about is MMO.
MMO, yeah,
MOBA.
not
It's
MOBA.
not really
not MOBA.
Yeah,
MOBA's
it would be
more
perfect
like
for an
League of
MMO.
Legends.
Yeah, there you go.
If they did do a MOBA, I think a Pokemon MOBA would be lit. Like a spin-off Pokemon MOBA, kind of like how they did with Pokemon Rumble. Don't kill me, Alex, but that's kind of the concept for Pokemon Rumble, is like more of an arena type game.
Yeah.
I think that would work for something like that.
That's what's
Cloudy Mind, I'm not trying to ignore your comment, fam, but we've talked about that on a podcast before, so it's not that I don't want to answer your question, because that's a good question.
Which one?
Cloudy Mind Gaming asked, let me find it. It's Cloudy Mind. It was something about, do we think that the 3DS should be phased out for the Switch?
Oh, yeah,
and I think we've addressed that.
Yeah,
like
we've
multiple
addressed that
times.
plenty of times. It's going out. It's going to be a little
They
slow
should
on its way out, but they're doing that.
At least do cross-platform, so like both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch shouldn't be missing out on these games just to prolong the 3DS
Yeah.
life.
But to be honest, no matter the games that they talked about at the Direct, that is not, to me, even though like the Pokemon game is still a thing, Fire Emblem Warriors is coming to 3DS, to me, that's not like major 3DS support from Nintendo. That's like last hurrah type of stuff.
Yeah, because
You know what I
looking
mean?
at seeing what we're seeing, it's like, okay, good games, but it's not a big volume of what we've seen in the past.
Yeah. Like those games are kind of like
And
last hurrah
and the
type of
directs,
games.
if you notice, the directs are like rapid fire 3DS. Like they go
Yes,
through
they
3D, they
did
go
that
through the
last
3DS so fast now. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you actually didn't spend half of your freaking direct on the 3DS now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
And you remember they did that in the April one too. They rapid fire the
They
3DS
rapid fire it.
stuff.
yeah, so I'm seeing that the 3DS is on its last leg. They just can't literally say, "Hey, we're done," but they have to weed it out. And I think some of those 3DS games are gonna slowly start coming over to the Switch.
Has the larger
Hey, you guys, that might be what might be happening is when as they're phasing out the 3DS, those games they normally put on the 3DS are being remade for the Switch.
Man, I'm not gonna say all
from the
that.
ground up. No, from the ground up, they're like probably thinking of taking some of the franchises.
There should be 3DS games ported to the Switch in HD though.
I'm still waiting for Kid Icarus Uprising HD.
I think we might get one for the Switch, and I think we might get an actual Kid Icarus game, just not a revived one from the 3DS. I think we're getting an actual Kid Icarus game.
Oh, that would be amazing.
For some odd reason, I just feel like we might be actually getting one, and the only reason I feel that way is because obviously, well, Smash Brothers, and then also because the Kid Icarus one, it did well, and it's like you have to keep this momentum going. Where are you going to get your momentum from?
Yeah.
You kind of have to look at your 3DS library and expand on that and be like, look, we got a lot of games for the 3DS. It is time that we actually bring those games over. Oh, baby. So I don't know. I think she slapped herself in the face and now she's mad at the world. But I think a lot of the 3DS games or not games, but their franchises will probably be making a Switch.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen per se. I think that with the
not all of them, but we'll see a lot, quite a few. I don't know. We'll see. If Nintendo's smart, they would do that. But,
they're gonna keep the 3DS around for a while at this point. Like,
we'll see.
It's clear that that's their low-cost option for children.
Yeah, true.
And not only that, they still have a huge install base that they have to wait, ease them into the Switch.
Because the Switch is only at 5 million users, so they're not going to abandon 60 million users until they get the Switch install base up. And it sucks. Like, we're going to see stuff like that Mario Party, like 100 games all on one part.
I just wish they would adopt the crossplay, like you said. Like,
crossplay would be great. Because they've
already
done it. Like, they did it with Smash Bros.
Yeah, and you're doing it with the Warriors games and stuff. So
that's a Switch game, but it got put to the 3DS. Like that shit is in reverse.
It's in reverse. It's like just all you got to do is just whatever your 3DS game you're making, just make one for the Switch and crossplay. Yeah, but I think we're gonna
they still have to satisfy that market.
Yeah, I need to feed the baby, so we're gonna cut this thing. I don't see any more questions. Well, there's never any questions in his thing. You don't have anything specific, do you, on your end? Yeah.
Nah.
All right, baby.
There's a lot of questions, and we can't go through all of them tonight.
Sorry, you guys. Not tonight. Nias needs to go to bed, and I have baby problems. Baby struggles. So we're going to end our little shindig here, and we're going to end it with everybody's exit plans and outros and whatnot. So we're gonna start with Nia. What you got going on your end of the tracks? And
not much really. It's been a while since I've actually made a real video. I've just been kind of tired, still kind of adjusting to my schedule. But I have been live streaming though, so I have been remotely active. I do want to make a video about Dauntless at some point. I know a lot of people were asking me questions about it. Having me ask, I guess, kind of answer some questions about how it fares or compares to Monster Hunter. So I would like to play it more, kind of get more of my thoughts together on, kind of how I want to set that up. But I eventually do want to do that. I don't know. I was thinking about making a Nintendo-related video this week, so that might be coming. But don't hold me to it, because like I said, I'll be tired, and I'll be like, you know what? I don't feel like recording today. So it is what it is. But you can catch me on Twitter at TheVideoGamHer, where you can hear most of my thoughts. Even if I don't make thoughts about certain topics on gaming in videos, I do make, comments about them on Twitter and stuff like that. You can follow me on YouTube if you're not following me on YouTube at TheVideoGamHer, where you can talk to me one-on-one and hear me talk about these things vocally. And you can also follow me on Twitch at Nia Loves Ninty, and that's pretty much the same thing. If you want to hear my thoughts about gaming, come through to my streams when I'm live streaming. Ask me anything that you want as it pertains to gaming, and we can have a discussion about it, man. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out tonight. We got up to like 36, 37 viewers on my end. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that came to the chat. Make sure you give this podcast a thumbs up because that helps us grow. It gets our videos in people's news feeds and the recommended section. So help us out, man. Give us those thumbs up. We would appreciate it.
Alrighty, that's what's up. Alright, so Alex, what you got going on your end? Where can we find you?
Okay, so YouTube channel is just Active Sin, so ACTIVESIN. Twitter is Active Sin Gaming, so you can see here if you're on my side right now. So follow me on Twitter, generally active over there, and also join our Discord group. It's called Team Red Gaming. I believe the link will be in the description of both mine and Nia's videos, so you can find it there. We're always in the chatting, having fun. But other than that, videos will come eventually, live streams and whatnot. Yeah, that's about it, I guess.
Alrighty, well, I am Kuuppon, and you can find me at Kuuppon Stives on YouTube, which it will also say TheVideoGamHer, and you can find me on Twitter at Kuuppon, which will also say TheVideoGamHer. So yeah, those things are changing. They'll probably all say TheVideoGamHer soon once I get everything set up. I do a lot of live streaming, mostly, you know, your usual rhythm games, some Overwatch, Paragon. There's a new Paragon download tomorrow, so the game is getting another overhaul again, and so it's new visuals, new gameplay, all that good stuff, along with the stuff that they already added. So this game is constantly changing. Overwatch just changed, so I'll probably be playing that too as well, so it'll be a double feature. And yeah, probably gonna start doing commentaries again, where I talk, you know, kind of play a game and have some commentary over it again. I thought those were fun. Kind of want to go back to doing those.
Ascend, so that's gonna be easier for you now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and I am ascending as well. Hopefully by the end of this weekend, I can finish my build. I have all the parts for my PC. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Nia. Thank you, all for your assistance. Appreciate it. So I will be ascending, and hopefully I can be doing streaming actually from that PC.
Oh, your stream's about to be so beast now. Oh,
we about to. The struggle is still here.
Don't you have like you have 16 gigs of RAM, right? Did you send you 16?
That's for a different
oh.
Yeah. So once but I can still do decently with what I got now.
How much do you have?
I got
What's the one that? Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Oh, so you do have 16. Oh,
okay, you did. Okay, cool.
I'm so jealous.
I'm still learning, you guys. I'm still learning. Give me a minute. She laughing at me. This chick laughing at me. You don't know about PCs.
Her streams ain't gonna be struggle streams no more. I'm sorry.
It ain't gonna be struggle stream, but we gonna be struggling in other ways. I'm only a struggle gamer because I suck at video games, but hey, you can still suck at them and play games and still have fun. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hit us up in Discord, hit us up in the Facebook group. We're always talking mess. We're always talking mess on Twitter. It's the funniest thing ever. So yeah, catch you guys all later. We out of here. Your daddy's home.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.
See ya.